Hello, good evening, everyone. I saw our old friends, Chi
Mm-hmm.
Yopi, and we also saw our new friend, Angela.
Hello, hello.
Sally, hi, Sally, and Lim Ai, Audrey, Lang.
Mhm.
Now, okay. Hi, good evening, everyone. I'm Huichi Nutritionist, and with my partner Joey Dietitian. So
Hello,
welcome
everyone.
again. Yeah, welcome again to our today e-classroom, today e-Nutri classroom. Okay, someone is also joining today. So today again, we are continue to talk about grains. So today is our part 2 sessions. All right. So yeah, good evening, Ling Ai. Hi, how are you? So have you guys had your dinner? So would you like to share with us what staple food you had? Okay, it could be white rice, noodles, brown rice, millet, quinoa, and more. Okay, I share myself first. For me, I had millet with brown rice for my lunch. So how about Joey?
Oh, for me, it's actually same. But then just now I had my noodles. I had
Yeah.
my noodles lah, but just the usual plain noodles lah. Yeah. But for
Ah,
tomorrow, I think I'm planning to cook or let my mom cook millet porridge for me. Mm.
ooh, very healthy.
Mm.
Anyone would like to share about what do you had today? Limai has sweet potato and pumpkin porridge. Wow,
Oh, nice.
should be very nice. Yeah, maybe if you felt it's really delicious and healthy, yeah, you can share with us. If you don't mind, you share us the recipe.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, you can keep on typing and share with us, share with everyone that what staple food you had today for your dinner or for your lunch. So so thank you everyone. Like for those who sharing your staple food you had today. So yeah, Joey, do you have anything to share with everyone?
Uh,
Right. Do you have any questions like
oh,
for
yeah.
last week session?
Since our last sessions, do you guys have any further questions after like uh exploring any new grains or like any further questions for us? If you still have, you can just type it in the chat lah. So if we have extra time today, we can just addresses them today lah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Joey. So so tonight we will continue to share about some kind of grains. Like last week we shared like the rice, those staple food that is more commonly we can find in market. But today our sessions will be share more about some kind of grains that actually we are less common, like we are used in Asian. So like quinoa, yeah, it should be quinoa, spelled rye and more. So let's us move on. Okay. All right. Yeah. So today we cover the grains that including quinoa, spelled rye, couscous, sorghum, and this one how to pronounce amaranth. Amaranth. Okay. So it's
Amaran.
actually yes. So the best grains for so certain populations. So the first one will be the quinoa. So it's a kind of whole grains, but it's actually known as this pseudo cereals and it's a kind of seed. So same family with our beets and spinach. So its nutrition is actually rich in carbohydrates, proteins, and minerals like our iron, folate, and magnesium. So actually, we can see that quinoa in the market, the most commonly that we can get is white quinoa. So it's actually some brands they sell in three color, like the red one, the white one, and lastly will be the black one. So sometimes they mix together, sometimes they sell it in separately. So quinoa is actually a kind of gluten-free food. So it's suitable for those who with the celiac disease and gluten intolerance. So this quinoa is actually rich in fiber like digestive health and for our heart health. Yeah, so it's actually very high in fiber content. So it may help to improve constipation, help to reduce high cholesterol and high blood pressure. So when you eat a diet rich in fiber, it can also help to promote healthy weight. So this is because that the fiber-rich food is help you to feel full for longer. So it's also an excellent source of the lysine. It's a kind of essential amino acid. So it's actually very important for our body to produce proteins. So another thing is quinoa is also a kind of gluten-free food. It's actually good for very rich in antioxidant like this quercetin and help to prevent the free radicals attack. Okay. Oh, okay. Chin Yokli asking, summarize what grains have you shared last month? So the grains that we have covered for last month include the rice. Rice include brown rice, white rice, jasmine rice, sushi rice, yeah, millet, buckwheat, barley, and also corn. Corn is also actually a kind of grains. Yeah. So yeah, last week, oats. Yeah, including oats. We also have a lot of different types of oats. Yeah. We already have done the infographic, so I will share with you the link. You can also join our Facebook private group. Yeah. Sorry, the recording is actually for our internal use. Yeah. So I can share with you our last week infographic. Yeah, most of the info is already in the infographic, so don't worry. Yeah, we will share with you. You can join in our the private FB. Yeah, our FB private group. Okay, no problem, everyone. Don't worry. Okay, we will share with you again. So what about someone is like unmute the mic. Okay, yeah. Maybe if you have any question, you can type in the chat box. Yeah, we will answer your questions. So about quinoa, what is it more? So it's actually considered a complete plant-based source of protein. Yeah, why is it so? So it's actually because it provides 1 cup of cooked quinoa is actually provide 8.14 grams of protein. So it's quite high. So a lot of like vegetarian or vegan diet is a great dietary choice for them. So it's also contain this very tiny whole grains. It actually contain all of the 9 essential amino acid. So this amino acid is the building blocks of protein because when we are eat this kind of food, like when they contain proteins, our body will still break it down into amino acid, and after that, our body will building out become the muscle or become the protein. Yeah, sure. Quinoa can be eaten every day. Yes. So this as amino acid is for muscle development, immunity. All right. So how to prepare it? So if you would like to cook it like rice, the plain quinoa, you can also cook with 1 part of quinoa and 2 part of water. So the ratio will be 1:2 ratio, or make it into quinoa salad. So as shown in the right picture, you can using it as a topping like salad. Yeah, it's very nice. I really love it to make it into salad. Can mix with like sweet corn, capsicum, like cucumber, Japanese cucumber. Yeah, You're very, very tasty. I really liked it. Yeah, so you can try quinoa become a salad, make into salad. So it's also can be used as a staple food for your salad. Okay. Any taste? Actually, quinoa don't have any taste, don't have much taste, but I like the texture. It's like yeah, you can try it, and I'm not sure whether you will like it, but I like it very much. Yeah, you can try it and get some recipes from the internet to make the recipe, make the salad, or make just a plain quinoa like the rice, like rice. Yeah, okay, you can have a try, or you can mix with other rice like brown rice, um, or you can mix rice. Yeah, you can try it mix different together so that you can get different nutrients from different food. Okay, all right. So another one will be the spelt. So actually, it's a distinct type of wheat, and it's also a close relative of wheat. So this kind of food they contain the gluten. Okay, why got different color? Oh, okay. Quinoa is actually they have a different species, different types. How to say? Yeah, they have different types, so they have different color. Yeah, some it could also depends on their, and like the different color also represent to their the different types, different type of how to say, the contain different kind of antioxidant. Okay, so contain gluten. So if someone have any celiac disease or gluten intolerance, so spelt may not be suitable for them. So this one have a stronger hush, so the outer shell is more harder. So it's actually this spelt is actually good for our heart health. So it helps to improve our cholesterol level, reduce blood pressure, and reduce the risk of heart disease and stroke. So it's also good for our digestive health. It help to improve like constipation and diarrhea. So similar to our quinoa, it help to weight management. So because it also have contain high fiber content that help to keep us to feel full longer. And it's also lastly help to manage our blood sugar better. So it is rich in fiber that actually help to prevent the blood sugar from spiking too high. Okay. So for spelt, right, how to prepare? So spelt, like just now we shared, is harder. So you need to before you cook it, you can soak it overnight. So and cook it with 1 part of spelt with 3 part of water. So it need a little more water than quinoa. And the spelt grains can be prepared as the cereals or grains alternative, like our risotto. Risotto is a kind of like northern Italian rice dish that is cooked with broth. Like it can be meat, vegetable broth, and cook it until it becomes creamy in consistency. So it also can be used as a salad topping or side dishes. Like actually spelt is like mostly made into flour. So this flour is to bake spelt bread or cookies, and like those bakery food. Okay, and spelt flour can also add in a natural, can add a natural nutty with flavor to the baking. And lastly, it can be used to thicken the sauces and gravy. Next one will be the rye. So it's also the close relative of wheat. Is also similar to the wheat, but the shape of it is longer and is more slender and varies in color from yellowish to brown and to grayish green. So it exists in a whole of cracked grains, flecks of flour. So from that, in Zansing, right, we're selling the rye flakes. It's really look like a little bit like our oats. Yeah, it's already flattened, or sell it into the flour. Okay, so it's actually a lower content of gluten than wheat, so means that it also contains gluten, and it is a low GI food. It's a very rich and versatile source of protein and dietary fiber. So it's also very rich in nutrients, like the micronutrients like selenium, phosphorus, magnesium, copper, and zinc. So similar to the quinoa, it also has the highest percentage of essential amino acid. It's called as the lysine. So lysine is also a help to building block for our bone, muscle, skin, and enzyme development. Okay. So how to use this rye? So it can be eaten as well as used in the alcohol making. Okay, so the ratio of this rye is cooked in 1 cup of rye in 2 half cups of water and cook until it tender. Okay. Yeah. Spelt is also called as the maya. Correct. All right. Okay, the next one will be the amaranth. Okay. Amaranth is also you look at the shape, right, in the picture, right? It's similar to quinoa. So they are at the same family. Is in this pseudo cereal. So it's also a kind of seed, but it is a gluten-free food. Okay, it's same as a quinoa is a gluten-free food. Okay, yeah, someone maybe accidentally on the mic. Okay, no problem. So it is highly nutritious. So it's rich in protein, fiber, micronutrients, including manganese, magnesium, phosphorus, and iron, and also rich in antioxidant. So it's actually can be prepared in its whole seed form or ground into flour. So it's work well with both sweet and savory taste. So it's a quite versatile. So similar to quinoa. Yeah, I feel that it's quite similar to the quinoa. But this one, the staple food I haven't tried before. So like quinoa is also suitable into like little sweet dishes. Yeah, and this one is also can cook into the savory taste food. So what is the benefit of eating this amaranth? So it's actually an anti-inflammatory, a very how to say, very strong anti-inflammatory food. So it's found that it can reduce the inflammatory markers in the body. So it can help to reduce the risk of chronic diseases. So it's have this kind of benefit. So how can we prepare this amaranth? So it's actually similar to rice. We can cook it like the rice, where you can add it into the boiling water and cook until the liquid is absorbed. Okay. Okay, 2.5 cup of water is needed for 1 cup of amaranth. So it can also cook it like popcorn. Yeah. So it's you can cook it. First you can add a tablespoon of cooked amaranth seed into a hot dry skillet, and the amaranth seed will pop within a few seconds. It's very similar to how you make the popcorn. Okay. All right. So for this, now we talk to the sorghum. Okay, these sessions I will pass to Joey.
Okay, so for sorghum, I think this is like more like even uncommon grains that are often seen in Malaysia. Have you ever tried sorghum? I mean, I haven't tried the sorghum, but I'm planning to try lah since we have so many grains available in Tenzin here. Okay, so sorghum itself is already being cultivated for centuries, but and then that in other countries they usually use as a feed for the livestock and also the staple food grains for the Asians and African people. Okay, so it does has a really impressive amount of nutrients such as vitamin B, magnesium, and antioxidants with really high protein content, and can be comparable to the quinoa that since they are how to say similar, being categorized as a not that so-called popular grains, okay, in the world. Okay, yeah. Which next slide. Yeah. So you can get this in our Dancing Simply Naturals lah. All right. The taste is more like mild and earthy and chewy. Okay, you can try it with you can somehow try it to use it alternatively with your grains lah. Okay. Okay, besides the vitamin B's, which is really essential in boosting our metabolisms, our nerve cell development, and also healthy skin and hair, and also rich in the magnesium, which is really important minerals that are important for bone formations, your heart health, in provide regulate the functions of the heart, and also regulate more than 600 biochemical reactions in your body, such as the energy productions and protein metabolisms. So what you can call is like it does support with your energy, and also since it's rich in protein content, it does bring building blocks in building your muscles, your cartilage, so on and so forth. Okay. So again, how to cook this sorghum? Because it's like not that familiar with it. So the ratio is to 1 to 3, 1 cup of dry sorghum and 3 cups of liquid. So you can use it either usual water, just like how you cook your rice, or even cook it with some meat broth or veggie broth. Okay, and add some pinch of salt or any your favorite flavoring to favorite the sorghum. Okay, so you can cook it by using uh rice cooker or pot until it's being shown tender. Okay, you can how say consume it by its own, or also can to mix it together with your normal rice lah. Yeah, so since RE asking that all these grains can be mixed with normal rice, yes, they can. Okay, so you can use it as to add on some extra vitamins and minerals and fiber into your daily grains intake, right? Okay. Okay. So since our last month sessions, like we've been mentioning, like some of the whole grains are gluten free, some of them are not. So it also trigger us to think like some of the clients or customer, they're also asking like, do they have to like follow a gluten-free diet? Because it's so-called somehow it's a kind of like a fad diet that people are pushing it to I'll say cure some disease or control some skin conditions. Okay, so just to introduce you guys that gluten-free diet itself is the diet that can fully that restrict the intake or totally eliminate all the food that contain gluten. Okay, so this gluten-free diet, this elimination diet was originally meant for those people who were diagnosed with celiac disease or gluten intolerance. Okay, where the gluten itself is a protein that is formed in the uh, the flour products that would trigger once they consume it, it would trigger the immune response and therefore and attacks the small intestine. So causing them to have some like bloat, bloating, or some come to worse like diarrhea. Okay, so you're causing further damage and then further prevent the important nutrients from absorbing into their body, into the patient's body. Okay, so therefore they will have to follow a strict gluten-free diet just to avoid nutrient loss and also to avoid some discomfort from the celiac disease and gluten intolerance. But then for us, we all are like healthy individuals, like we don't have the celiac disease or gluten intolerance. So there's no extra benefit for you or us to follow a gluten-free diet. Even though it's the even though it's known as without any, I'll say, sorry, yeah, even though it is safe to follow, but then some studies also shown that for the long-term consumptions of gluten-free diet might eventually causing some micronutrient deficiency. Okay, because some of the so-called gluten-free diet or gluten-free products, they are usually like not being enriched with some important vitamins and minerals such as the ions, B vitamin, the folate, niacin, riboflavin, and thiamine, all the B vitamins and also dietary fiber. They're not enriched in that gluten-free products. So therefore, so long-term consumptions or long-term like following a gluten-free diet for a long term, yeah, it will cause micronutrients deficiency and eventually cause some serious health issues there. All right. Okay, so coming to the last part, I think like we'll end this session today quite early lah. Okay, so you are here to do some best things for you, for your dearest family, especially those populations that need like special attention, like during that specific life stages lah. So here we come up with two specific populations in our populations or special age group that need to like take care on their grains consumptions. Okay, so the first one would be the yeah, we have special attentions to our babies. Okay, in our family we have babies that starting their solid food. Okay, so mostly we will introduce them to start with, like once they are 6 months and ready to consume solid food, you recommend them to go for the rice first, okay, because it's the least allergenic grains for the babies. Okay, okay, thank you. Okay, and also oatmeal, we also can try with some oats with our babies lah, since it's high in fiber, calcium, protein, and some essential vitamin B's that make them like the baby cereal like thicken or it itself can let our babies try more grains lah. Okay, yeah, buckwheat. I think we're missing some points there. Okay, so buckwheat itself has a plenty of zinc, copper, magnesium, all the micronutrients that are really like important for the babies that are as they are growing, and especially like iron and selenium, which is important for them to avoid getting into anemic symptoms, because uh, we've been like promoting like breastfeeding until 6 months, breastfeeding until 2 years of age, but then since they are starting like around 6 months, the requirement of especially the irons is much more, I'll say, they need more irons that the milk that cannot support. So that's why they have to start solid food lah. So once we are ready to introduce the grains for our baby, so buckwheat is also a great choice for them to start off the solid food. Okay. Then following the next two will be the quinoa and the millets. So of course we know like quinoa, just now we introduced, like, is a really popular grains, being itself like it really have a amazing or attracting colors for the babies. Yeah. Okay. So it does have all the fibers, calcium, iron, folate, okay, just to replenish our babies. And lastly, the millets that we introduced last month also rich in B vitamins, potassium, all these specific micronutrients, okay, and also being a good protein source for the babies. Okay, so all these are suitable to be introduced to our babies and suitable for into baking into porridge form or really soft form. Okay, just to let our babies try out all these grains once they are starting their solid. Okay, next. Okay. So another excuse me. So another populations that are specifically like has some issue with their meal intakes is the elderly or our senior populations. Because some of them as their age, the muscle that may not be function well and they might experience some muscle loss in their body. Okay, then therefore they will become weaker and thinner since all the issue may come out like chewing difficulties or swallowing difficulties. So they might demand more softer or more, I would say, easier for them to consume food or other food choices lah. So here we suggest them to take like suggest them or their caretaker to introduce like rice, brown rice, like we introduced last month, oatmeal, millet as their whole grains to be introduced to their daily lifestyle. Because all these grains are soft and really suitable for them to make into the porridge form or even have some thick texture that require them less effort to chew, right? So here is the example, a sample meal plan for them to really incorporate the whole grains into their daily meals. Okay, so you can see like it said it it contains compounds all the oatmeal, whole grain, toast, corn, okay, and cereals. All the even they can have some granola bar if they can still have some strong teeth, okay, strong teeth and strong jaw muscles. They can really chew up all the oats. Okay. Okay. So here we recap on what we had shared about last month sessions, like how you can really like incorporate all the whole grains into your daily lives. Because we have been I would say trying out like ways to incorporate more. Like we also like previously also didn't know like how to incorporate. It's so hard to get or it's not available around my area or I don't have time to prepare. And then there are ways to start incorporating whole grains into your daily lives or daily meal intake. Okay, so whenever you can or you are able to do switch out half of your usual white rice to the brown rice, or even try with wild rice, quinoa, or millet if you are able to. Okay, besides like adding switching does make some special switching does provide you some effects such as being making more color or have some different texture to your rice as well. Like more is a like more chewy, or you can have more make the plate look more exciting. Yeah. Okay. And also like you can switch your usual white bread into the whole wheat bread. It doesn't matter like it's a whole wheat or whole meal as we are been seeing in the market. Like as long as they are how to say not being processed until totally refined like the white bread or the whole wheat bread or I believe that you guys know that the sprouted grain breads, they are all better choices as compared to the usual white bread. That's what we are emphasizing lah. Okay. Okay, so if you are already practicing baking or your baking is your daily habits, you can also switch or replace half of your usual usage of white flour into a whole wheat flour, or even the spelt flour and the rye flour that we introduced just now, yeah, into your recipe, into like your cakes, your pancakes, your waffles, and more, even like cookies, all that. Okay. Okay. Then the fourth one will be like choose the whole wheat pita bread or the whole wheat tortilla for your pizza base. But then this might not that common for your daily consumptions lah. You're not that often. You're not taking like Western food or pizza that often. Okay, but if you do like have some gathering, getting a pizza or any Western food, do opt for whole wheat pita bread or whole wheat tortilla or whole wheat wraps. Yeah, during your or your, yeah, while you are ordering for your families. Okay. Okay. So once you are starting, might be feeling like it's really hard to adapt. Okay, but then you don't have to like try it all at once, like daily. But then you can try to like fix like 1 to 2 days or 2 to 3 days in a week that you must restrict the stuff, or within these days you must incorporate or try the whole grains or whole wheat products at least 1 to 2 meals, like your lunch or dinner. You must have your whole grains product in that particular meals. Okay. Okay. So for example, like if you're preparing your own breakfast smoothie or breakfast juice, or smoothie, or even smoothie for your oatmeal, you can also add extra oats into your smoothie for it as a thickener, or in order to have a much more creamier texture. That's how you can like increase the consumptions of whole grains into your meals. Okay. Okay, so actually it's a rules of thumbs, like what makes a healthy diet. It's like go for balance, variety, and moderations. So go for a balance, we definitely have to like have all the important components in our meals according to your requirement. Okay, followed by the variety of each, like for each component you must have a different variety. For example, for the topic that we're discussing today is like the whole grains, you can have more variety of the whole grains. You can switch around with all the whole grains that are available, or your favorite whole grains, you just switch around. Okay, and you can get all the different kind of micronutrients or important essential nutrients from the switching on from all these whole grain varieties. Okay, but then also, even though it is all of them, they are good for your health, good for your health, but then you still have to take it in moderations. Okay, it's not just because like it's really good for your health, then you take plenty of it. You still have to like watch out for the portions. Okay, just to get the most best out of it. Okay, right. Yeah, I think that's all for today's sessions. You guys, in case you have any questions, can WhatsApp us, or even we try to address some you guys have any lah. All right.
Joey, there's a questions. Would you like to answer? That's in the chat box.
Okay, keto diet, you can take grains, but still carbo. But I believe if you go for keto, you have to control, to limit the carbohydrate intakes, right? Yeah, just to have really little portions of it. And then you can still go for it lah, since it's a really good carbohydrate source or grain source. Okay. But we are not promoting keto diets here unless you have any specific health conditions that you really need helps from keto diet.
Okay, thank you, Joey, for answering the questions. So anyone you have any questions, maybe you do not know. Yeah, Yokli have questions. So many grains we've learned. Wanna try, got promotion. Yeah, maybe you can yeah, good questions. Yeah, we may going have the promotion soon. So yeah, stay tuned to our Facebook and our website. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a demand there. So with this demand, we can ask for them. We can ask for them to provide you all with all the promotions. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So Joey, there's a question here. Which grain sweet for the diabetes patient? Julie, are you going to answer these questions?
Okay. Actually, all of them are good for the diabetes patients. Okay. Since we already like mentioning it is a whole grain, all of them are really like better source as compared to the white refined white rice. Okay. If you are still you are financially being able to support all the special grains or uncommon grains that you wish to try out, yeah, you can all try them out and switch it around. Okay. Since all of them are really not being processed or not being that refined. Okay, so all of them, all of these whole grains, yeah, they are able to prevent all the sudden spike of the blood sugar. Yeah, so then therefore they can have better control of their blood sugar level. Yeah, all of them are low GI and rich in fiber, so can then sustain or maintain the normal flow of the normal flow or the normal levels of blood sugar. Okay. Eat the same grains every day or need to change out the day? It depends. If you prefer to take in a week, like you decide in a week, I want to try my millet first. Okay, so you can try lah. For my for myself, I will like wait for millet for this week. So how I make the millet edible for this week? Okay, so for morning I might for a day. Okay, see I introduce 1 to 2 days in a week to try out all these whole grains, right? Yeah, so 3 days or 2 days lah. Yeah, one day I will make millet porridge. I might straight away consume it for like breakfast and lunch together. Okay, and then another day I might uh cook my usual rice and top up or add in with the millet just to have some different flavor or different, just a new experience for me lah. Yeah, either being cooked into porridge or in being mixed together with my usual rice. Yeah, and but then if you are able to, like, we can have like really how to say, a really wonderful planning, like you can have at least one to two grains being used alternatively between days. You also can, yeah, since they have special, they have their own flavor or taste or texture lah, so you can play it around and make your own special meal plan. Yeah.
Yeah, for me, right, I like to mix a lot of rice together, like red brown rice, millet. Sometimes I would like to mix them together, and also black rice, oats, yeah, buckwheat, and I really love it when I cook them together. So if you like to eat the more softened one or more tender one, so you can soak it before you cook it. Yeah, usually I cook it overnight, so it will be more softer. So when I finish this mixed one, the packed one pack, because I always cook myself. So after I finish this one, then I will change. Then maybe I will change to a brown rice mixed with millet, sometimes brown rice with red rice. Yeah. Yeah, you can mix together, or you can just like just what Joey said, you can just like play around. Okay. Thank you for the questions. Yeah, Yukli, you're welcome. Thank you for letting us know that you have this
request or demand. Yeah.
yes.
We'll tell our supervisors, our boss.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I think if there's no questions from the floor, so today lucky draw. Yeah, next round we will announce
Next round we'll announce soon because we are upcoming events or activities we have much more exciting for you guys to join.
Yes. No problem. Thank you everyone for letting us know about your request and your demanding. Okay, so good night everyone for thank you everyone for joining today's sessions. Oh, last question. Okay, yeah. Joey, would you like to answer these questions?
For weight gain, it doesn't matter what kinds of grains that you are taking. Yeah, that you are taking actually, because the weight gain is not weight gain from how to say it supports from the which you cannot go back to the last slide up one before this. Yeah, here. So for weight gain, you can also follow these components into your daily meals. Just that the portions and the food type that you have to be more aware or pay more attention to. Okay, if you have you really need some more personalized nutrition guides, you can WhatsApp us. Okay, just to let us know. You can somehow arrange an appointment with you. Okay, just especially for you because everyone's conditions or individuals varies their conditions, so we can't really like go for one rose fits all. Okay.
Yes, weight gain can be different reason. Yeah. So
and then we do target. Yeah, what kind of why you want to weight gain weight? Is there for any purpose or just for your own targets? So we have to discover more lah. Okay. Okay, if you are willing to, you can contact us you can contact us via all these channels that we are showing here. Yeah. Okay, you can find us here.
Yes, require the consultation fee. So for the basic one will be just only 50 ringgit. Yeah, we will share you the link, the website link that we'll share you tomorrow morning, the website link that our service. Yeah, you can refer to like what kind of service is how to say is suitable for you. Okay. Oh, in Singapore. Yeah. We do also have website. Yeah, Singapore we also have.
Since we are having our consultations via online, via Zoom, so it doesn't matter if you are whenever you are, okay? Wherever you are, okay?
Yes. All right. Okay. So thank you everyone for joining today's sessions. So good night, and we'll see you again next month. Yeah. So maybe sooner because Joey announced that we are going to have an event. We will announce in the Facebook. So stay tuned on our Facebook or WhatsApp or our website. Okay. So good night, everyone. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.